What's the difference between a condo and a townhouse? In this video, I'm going to define what a condo is and a townhouse, and then I'm going to compare the two. But if you're stopping by for the first time, I'm Alexiou, your Bergen County Realtor. If you want to learn more about Bergen County, its school systems, its great towns and lifestyles, hit the subscribe button below and I will share all the details with you. So let's get into comparing condo and a townhouse. Now, living in a condo or a townhome community will require you to pay HOA fees, and I will talk about these fees later on in this video. So a condo, for short, is a condominium, and this is a single unit that's part of a greater building of community. Now, a condo looks like an apartment, except that it's privately owned by the homeowner, and while all the other connecting areas of the complex are communally owned by the condo owners. Now, condo owners are often able to make changes and upgrades to the space as much as they want because they own the actual unit. A townhome offers a middle-of-the-road solution to higher-priced detached houses. Now, typically, a townhouse consists of 2 or more levels, and it's attached by a similar dwelling and it's shared by a wall. Now, unless you have an end unit, you will be sharing both side walls with the other unit on the other side of you. Now, these are single-family buildings and they often come with a basement, a front and or backyard. Now that you know the difference between the townhouse and condos, let me explain the 5 differences between them, and that could affect your lifestyle and your budget. Amenities is another difference between the condo and a townhouse, and the common spaces that they offer. The amenities are going to vary by the community or the building, and most condos have great amenities like pools and gyms, or they might even offer a full concierge service for residents. Townhouses have different amenities. Most townhome communities have a clubhouse. It might even have a playground, a pool, or even tennis courts. Now, which do you prefer so far, a condo or a townhouse? Leave a comment below so I know. Number 3 is going to be privacy, and that's a difference between these two home types. Owners of condos and townhomes typically have less privacy than if you owned a single-family home. However, this comes with all the benefits of living with a property that is much easier to maintain. So if you're concerned about having a private yard space or avoiding noisy neighbors, a townhouse or a condo might be a better fit for you. Now, townhouses normally offer more privacy than condos because you'll only have neighbors on either side of you instead of above and below you. And you'll likely have a yard where you can plant flowers and entertain there. Number 4 is homeowners association fees. Now, typically, townhomes have lower HOA fees because they often require less maintenance and have fewer amenities. However, this does not mean you're always going to pay less to maintain a townhouse. If you aren't paying HOA fees for the maintenance of your townhouse, landscaping, or exterior, you are still going to be responsible for paying that maintenance when it's needed. Number 5 is going to be the rules and regulations. Now, in general, these rules and regulations are usually stricter for condos and townhomes because the HOAs play a larger role. Now, there are pros to cons of having more rules, and it depends on what your preferences are as a homeowner, but some people value having more freedom of expression when it comes to their landscaping and their property, whereas others prefer a more uniform look. Now, these rules can be helpful because they make things like assign parking spaces or keeping up with maintenance efficiencies. And it might mean that you have less freedom to alter the property to your taste. But despite all of the differences between the condos and the townhomes, these types of homes share many similarities and they are great options to purchase depending on what you are looking for. Now, during this video, I had mentioned I will be talking about HOA fees. So I just want to give a quick explanation for what this stands for. Homeowner Association. Now, a homeowner association sometimes is called a condo association or a management company. And this is a corporate body with elected executive board, and they manage and they maintain the standards and the amenities within the complex or the neighborhood. Now, the HOA takes in monthly or annual fees, and usually they have community meetings where homeowners can attend and they can make decisions regarding the complex or their neighborhood. Now, before purchasing a condo or a townhouse, as a potential buyer, you should ask your realtor for a copy of the HOA's meeting minutes, financial statements, rules and regulations. They have covenants and conditions. Sometimes there's even a master deed. Now, these documents, they're going to tell you how restrictive life may or may not be living under the HOA, and how financially sound the managing body is, and how often HOA fees have increased over time. Now, there's no set standard for HOA rules. Every board votes on issues and guidelines for individual communities. So some of the most common rules and regulations among HOA fees are they have pet restrictions, trash and recycling rules, decoration restrictions, ground restrictions, nothing out of the ordinary, okay? So also know that when you purchase a property with an HOA, you'll have to pay additional closing costs, such as capital contribution or several months of HOA fees up front. So please make sure you know these figures before you get to the closing table and you purchase this property. If you want to learn more about the cost of living in New Jersey, watch this next video here. And if you're looking to move to Bergen County and would like my help, my contact information is below. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you soon.